Just to give you a little bit of history about our company, I started out many years ago as just a diesel tech, and seeing the problems come in every day. It was just me and my wife, and seeing the problems with the trucks that would come in each day. I wished that there was some solution to some of the problems. Just fixing the truck back to the OEM standards and sending them back down the road, it wasn't truly a permanent fix. It was a solution, but it was only a temporary solution to a permanent problem. So it started out with just me and my wife, and we obviously we're in the repair side of things, and we were looking for, when a customer would bring in a truck, we wanted a permanent solution instead of a temporary solution to a permanent problem. So we started looking as people were bringing vehicles to us. I'm very much a hands-on type person. I don't like to outsource anything. Our shop's representative of that. If you look around, there's nothing that we outsource. Everything's done 100% entirely in-house, from whether it's crank grinding to balancing to engine machining, doesn't matter, it's done in-house. We would have customers come in and they would need their engines rebuilt. And I was using local machine shops for my work. And I just could not get the quality product, the quality work, that the standard that I hold myself to. I couldn't get it from some of the machine shops. And a lot of the machine shops that we would find that have been in business for many, many years, they really do not want to invest in the technology that's out there anymore. A lot of the guys that are retired or fixing to retire, they're just not willing to make that investment, which it is a substantial investment. But it's one that I believe that is, as far as product-wise and being able to put out a quality product, I think it's imperative. We fought that struggle with different machine shops, and finally I decided, after a catastrophic failure by some sleeves that were installed by a local shop, that I sat down on the shop floor, true story, and I said, after starting the engine up, and it ran for about 15 seconds, the truck started up, sounded like it had low compression, and it sucked a sleeve into the crankshaft, exploded the block, destroyed it. And this was a truck that we had to get out. It had to be done. The customer needed the truck. Actually had a funeral the following day. I was going to Missouri. We were closing on a house. It was just the epitome of a terrible week. So we decided right then and there, it was about 11 o'clock at night, I sat out on the floor and I said, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm getting completely out of this business of engine building, or I'm going to completely get in it 100%. And as you can see, we decided for the latter. We're going to be expanding for everything from diesel part sales to reverse engineering. What we're working on now, we have 3D scanning capabilities now, so that if a customer actually sent us a part and they said, okay, this is what we want, but we want to modify it. We don't want it like the OE's got it. We want it to be, it may be fit and line up this way with an OE application, but we want it to completely function differently. We're able to do that, reverse engineer it, and actually machine the part for you. So there's no real reason to go outside and find, a machine shop that will do this for part manufacturing. We don't just do engine manufacturing, but part manufacturing, but also to take your project from start to finish with a completed project that we can ship to you. Something that, again, not to rehash too much on this, but something that we really do focus on is a slogan that Chrysler used years ago, and I loved it when I heard it. And I thought, man, that's fantastic. But they said that their cars were designed, and it was fashion by function. And I think that's extremely important. We make a lot of different products here. One of the products that we actually make that I'm excited about is some of the billet valve covers that we make. The purpose of the billet valve cover is not just for the fashion, but the function side. We've seen a tremendous amount of failures with the rocker arms for this particular engine, where the oiling system was pretty much omitted through the design change from the predecessor engine, which would be the 6.0. So what we did was we took a beautiful valve cover that is a kind of a crown jewel piece for the engine, but then we mounted an oiling system underneath it. So it's fashion by function. So there is a purpose for everything that we do. I'm a guy that I love horsepower. I love a car, a beautiful car, but at the end of the day, the ugliest car in the world is the one that doesn't run. And we want to make these products so that not only are they nice to look at and appealing, but they actually serve a very vital purpose. So these are things that we focus on, and we're excited to show you some of those products.